welcome to the Babe Readathon. So if you have not heard previously, Babe is a book convention event that's happening in Sydney in a couple months. And it is an acronym. It stands for the Ballgowns and Books event. It's going to be extra. It's going to be fantastic. It's romance and fantasy and sci-fi authors coming to sign books. And there's so many. But the thing is, we're talking indie authors. So a lot of these people, I haven't read their books, right? So I've been trying to read their books in preparation and try and find some favorites so that when I meet them, I can actually have more to say than like, your book looks cool. So to help that along, I'm hosting a readathon for anyone that's going or anyone that just feels like joining in on some fun reading. This readathon runs from the 25th of February to the 25th of March because it's 2025 and month sounds like a good long time to try and fit in some reading with your life. This will also be a great opportunity to connect with people that are also going to the event. So it's over a weekend, there's a night event and an all-day event, depending on what ticket you get, it's fine. And dress code is a ball gown, if you have one. So I have created a Discord for people to chat, A, about what they're reading, but B, about the event itself. So if you have like dress inspo, if you've got recommendations, if you want to talk about what pre-orders you've picked. For this readathon, I have decided to create a bingo board, if you look over here. So, the plan is you can either read a book for each prompt, you can double up, you can triple up. If you think you can find a book that fits all 9, go for it. Let me talk you through the prompts. Why choose? So this is either a reverse harem, or if that's not your thing, get someone else to choose your read for you. So you can either do that by randomizing your TBR, you could do a poll in the Discord, you could just ask for a recommendation, and then that's your pick. Go sports team. This is just a sports romance. So whether it's hockey, basketball, football, other balls, yeehaw! This is either a cowboy romance or a small town romance. Your Majesty. So this has to be a book that features royalty in some way. Crown, a king, a princess, whether that's on the cover, in the title, or in the book itself. I also want to extend this prompt of Your Majesty to include a book that has a ball gown on the cover, because it just fits. Next we have Daddy Warbucks. This is stemming from my love of musicals, but basically billionaire romance. So whether that's like a mafia boss, a rock star, even if it's just someone who has inherited money, or a doctor that's like rich, morally grey or grey on the cover. So this is going to be your spot for like a dark romance, or if that's not your vibe, just something that has grey on the cover. If you want to like twist that to include a bit of silver, just do it. A book with a shirtless man on the cover. We all know this is a hallmark of the romance genre, and there is no shortage of selections from the list of authors that are coming. Not like other guys, which all I'm getting at is just a non-human male love interest. So whether that's like a tentacle monster man, an alien, a fae, a vampire, a merman, a shifter, take your pick. It will fit here. Even if you want to read something in Megaverse, I know there's like a shit ton of those. Live your best life. And the last spot, of course, is just a free spot. So you can just pick another one that you've been wanting to read. Or you can pick a prompt twice. Whatever you like, but it's free. So to successfully complete this readathon, you just have to get 3 in a row, any direction. You might even be able to do that with 1 or 2 books. Also, for the type of format, any type of book fits for this. Audiobook, ebook, physical book. I was going to say graphic novel. I don't think there are any for Babe, but if there are, let me know. Let a girl know. Now, to get the ball rolling, I've already created my TBR. I am a mood reader, but I also like to create TBRs. So I've selected 9. Don't know if I'm going to get to all of them, but I'm going to bloody try. So my option for Go Sports Team is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. They play football. There is football on the cover. Wonderful. Fantastic. My roommate, Bethany, who is Beth Who Reads on Instagram, I'll link her below, she read this and was like bawling, but like in a good way. So I just want to be there. I'm getting this is going to be drama, and I believe this is like a college romance. Then for why choose, I have picked Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. So this is the cover you can't get anymore because she's been picked up by an OG publisher. But there is Cassidy on YouTube who like loves this series. I read the first page as just like a vibe, and it's just straight away like we have a character who loves books and she's talking about like being in the world of books. I think this is kind of based on Beauty and the Beast, but like it becomes its own thing. And she ends up with lots of dudes and there's magic, and I believe they're fae. Sign me up. For Morally Grey, or Grey on the cover, I have chosen this stunning edition of A Sword of Shadow and Deceit by Lucinda Dark. So I recently subscribed to the Bookish and Spice subscription box just to suss it out. And lo and behold, the first book I get is an author that's coming to Babe. So look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this, dudes. Look at this magics. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's a magic school for demigods, and I think it's what I choose as well. Yeah, they're attending the Mortal Gods Academy. And so I don't know for sure how dark this is, but like it gives the vibe. It's got skulls. So I'm going to read it and have a great time. And then Lucinda's going to sign this for me at the event. Then moving on to some of the ebooks I'm going to be reading for this one, I've got Strung Along by Hannah Cowan. So this is for Yeehaw. This is a small town romance. It just sounds cute. The editions she has at the event are kind of cute, so maybe if I like it, I will buy it also. For Shirtless Man on the cover, I have found Apollo Is Mine by Mila Young. A perfect melting pot of like Greek mythology and smart and fantasy fun vibes, and I'm hoping that's what I'm going to get out of it. Then for Not Like Other Guys, I found Entered in the Alien Bride Lottery, which just sounds ridiculous and fun. So I'm going to read it, and especially after discovering how much I love Ice Planet Barbarians, this just sounds like it's going to be like that, but sillier and good. Well, yeah, I also read Apprentice by Lexi Winston for Babe, which is about a girl who inherits an alien circus. And it's ridiculous. And I'm here for it. And I'm hoping to get the same vibes over here. Your Majesty, I am going to be reading The Warrior Midwife. This book, I read like the first chapter just to get a vibe, and it's great. So it's about a princess who's also a midwife, and then I think there's also some fantasy fae stuff going on with a lot of politics and like a political marriage. But also I found out this one because it's got a spin-off series about the other sister called The Archer Princess, and it looks really cool. So, but you meant to read this one first. For Daddy Warbucks, I found this rockstar romance, See Me, and I believe the girl's like a photographer or an agent or something, and she's like losing her vision, and he's like playboy rock star, and they fall in love. And then for my free spot, I've decided to read Hate by Tate James. Hate by Tate. That rhymes. So Tate James is one of like the main hosts of the event, and I've heard about this series a lot, and I've seen some of the art, and I'm like, I need to know what the vibe is. So this one gives more like gritty, like crime investigator kind of vibes. I don't know if she's the good guy or the bad guy or kind of both, but I hope I like it, and it sounds really cool. I also just wanted to say for the Discord, I'm looking at doing some sprints on there, which I love to do, which is just a way to keep yourself accountable to get some reading done and also read with other people. So we'll put on a timer on the screen, you'll read, time is over, we'll chat to be like, I read this many pages, or like, I'm reading this book is boring, this one's really good, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but so there's no teams, there's no points. It's just read, have fun. I'll post the graphic. I'll share the graphic in the Discord of the bingo board, as well as just like a blank graphic for you to put your TBR on and share. So if you're coming to Babe, I would love for you to join. If you're one of the authors attending, I'd also love for you to join and to talk about your books. If you got any questions, chuck them in the comments. Chuck it in the Discord. I'm really looking forward to this and hope you're able to join in. I would love to see your TBRs if you post them anywhere, so please tag me. And have a fantastic day, my babes.